This is Ghostbusters the video game remastered. We're on Xbox Series X taking a look at this classic ghostbusting experience that is ready to deliver some great action. And we're going to jump right into the gameplay. So, yeah, on the Series X, definitely inheriting the Xbox One X enhancement. I will note that the cinematics that you saw briefly there are actually not the same quality as the full experience, which is a push towards a 4K resolution. Because basically, I guess, some degree of pre-rendered back in the day, so they don't look quite as impressive as the actual gameplay does, which looks obviously a lot cleaner when it comes to the movement, the fluidity, and everything like that. So this is supposed to be a 60 FPS experience, and we do get the benefit of having no HDR support. Yeah, that's right, so there's no auto HDR, which is a little bit disappointing, but I'm assuming that was due to the visual style of this one. Anyways, this game is kind of really cool to me because, you get to be a Ghostbuster, and it's essentially what would have been the third movie if they would have done it. I know we're getting Afterlife someday or whatever, but it's just kind of really fascinating to see what would have been. And I think that's kind of fun. You play as this rookie thrown into the group. The original Ghostbusters cast is all here. They're doing voicing. And yeah, it's kind of really cool to be able to, experience that here. I don't think I want to waste my trap like that. And yeah, it was also supposed to have the multiplayer component of the game. That was supposed to come at a later update, and I guess they just never bothered with it or canceled it. So that sucks quite a bit, because the multiplayer was really cool for this one. It was a lot of fun. It was a cooperative experience where you're kind of like working together to battle the ghosts and trap them and stuff. And yeah, it's quite disappointing that never released, because I thought it would be, really awesome to see that there. Okay, he's the Ecto's Super Slabber. Yeah, you gotta like catch them, and you gotta bring them in sometimes, and you get to go and visit some like iconic parts of the Ghostbusters universe, like some of the iconic movie set areas, and you get to explore some new places. It's really, really great if you're a fan of Ghostbusters, and I am. So this was kind of an awesome game for me. It was really cool to see the remaster, and I gotta say, at the end of the day, like visually, it's really quite nice. It's looking a lot better. It's improved in many ways. At the same time, the fact that they never did actually get around to the multiplayer, to me, is really depressing. And I think it definitely devalues the package a little bit, because they did say they were going to do it. It was like a big selling point for the game. Like I did this to review back when it released this remaster, and I played the original game back in the day too, because I was like, Ghostbusters? Yeah. Because we don't really, you don't get too many movie property games that are actually good. And this is a really great game. It honestly is. It's quite well done. And I think if you never played the story before, it's definitely worth jumping into, because it's really cool. If you're revisiting it, it might not be as thrilling because you've done it before, but it is nice to see it running like smoothly, and like the visuals and stuff just pop in this one. It's really quite nice. I'm just, really disappointed by the lack of multiplayer. I keep coming back to that, but seriously, it's just like they said it was going to come here. It was like a big selling point for it, and just like, yeah. Anyways, I've also turned off the music. Usually there's like some bumping Ghostbusters music going on, and yeah, you don't want to get copyright on that, so I've turned that off. They got each of the main missions, so if you could get this at a decent value point, I do actually, suggest taking a look at this. It expands the lore of the series in cool ways. I would consider this to be technically canon of the Ghostbusters. Probably not when the new movie comes out, but what I'm saying is, like, it is what their actual original vision was for a third one, even though we didn't end up getting that. Oh wow, okay, that thing just instant slammed. And then you get to use different like photon things and stuff, and you can do like little investigation and things. Like they have lots of little hidden like things you can do, little hidden Easter eggs and stuff. And yeah, it's kind of it's a fun game. It really is. It's super neat. It's got really interestingly set up levels. I love the Doomsday element of it. I think they put together a really fun time. Is that a pylon? Unbelievable. You know, the ghosts around here causing problems. Ugh, just, what do you do, right? And I don't know, like, I think as Ghostbuster fan, like a Ghostbusters fan in general, that this game really just hits the mark for me as being something I'm, you know, kind of really happy exists, and that you can still enjoy it. Like, I never thought they would remaster it or anything, so to me that's kind of, you know, really cool to see the fact that this is, like, still playable and stuff, because I just expected it to vanish eventually, but nope, we're here still having a good time. Oh, I gotta revive the squad. And it's just, it's a lot of fun, you know, Ghostbusters makes you feel good, that's the big thing. Ow! Yeah, it could be a little difficult too, it's definitely a little bit of a challenge at times. Oh, unbelievable. Help me up, guys! Jeez. But I think at that point, we're going to switch over to a different level situation, because I want to show off something pretty cool. And this was mostly to show off, like, combat and some of the scale of the game, just so you get an idea of things. Because I think this is, like, a pretty cool, like, set piece, right? Just, like, the whole, you know, downtown New York kind of thing, right? It's sort of a neat location for battling. Now, I don't know if this would count as spoilers. I don't think so, but who cares? It's going to be fun. Let's do it. Good shooting. Yeah, it's gonna get really cool here in a sec. This is actually a really hard spot where you're battling these things in this room, I think, right here. Not this part, but like the one that came before it, I think was like pretty intense. But yeah, you get different types of goo too, like, well, different types of goo. There's like a goo gun thing, and you know, there's different types of like proton pack abilities that you get access to that kind of change up what you're able to do, so they're kind of fun, and you get to discover those as you go forward. But it's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man! Oh yeah, and there's like a cool damage meter too in the game, so you can see how much like property damage you're doing. That's a fun little extra on this one.
They're disgusting, and they're unhealthy.
Did I mention
that was accidental super fire shot.
Showtime.
No! Somebody help me!
Easy now, miss. Just relax. No sudden movements. You're perfectly safe now. Sudden movements! Sudden movements!
Ow. Where'd the damsel in distress go? Did we mess that up? I feel like we messed that up. But yeah, you get a variety of pretty cool, like, ghosts to fight, and I actually, like, kind of think that this universe is a little ripe for more, like, gaming experiences. Like, you could do some really cool scenarios where you're, like, catching ghosts, like, not even specifically within the direct realm of, like, the Ghostbusters, but, like, at other places and stuff. I just think it's, like, such a rich and ripe world that you could dive into and have so many fun little quirky adventures with. And it's just, like, it's a bit of a shame. Oh, there we go. It's just a bit of a shame we didn't get to see more of this franchise. That's the biggest thing, is it would have been really nice to have more Ghostbusting adventures with this group, because I think they're just really delightful, you know, obviously from the movies and to the game too. It's just a series I really do love, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do with it again, and hopefully that one does pan out in an exciting way, because it's cool. You're catching ghosts and stuff, and you're like this squad with these weird bags, and it's got like a good amount of comedy. It's a great, you know, kind of like bro comedy. It's really like a guy sort of thing. I don't know. That's at least the humor style that I associate with Ghostbusters, and I think it could work if they mix the squad up a bit and stuff too down the road. And you know, I just think there's a lot of potential for this series, and it just hasn't really reached the full scope of things. Like, there's even like the comics and stuff too, which are kind of neat as well, with different squads, and those work. Let's roll, team.
We go up then to the roof.
We've got to go up to escape, am I right? Oh, we all know what's happening. We know what's going to be going down in a sec here, or at least you should, and this should be the exciting part that you've been waiting for. Uh-oh.
That way. Oh, that's relief.
Come on, let's go.
I think we can climb that. This is it, guys. It's going through the roof. I thought we were getting to the big moment. I think we got a little bit of... No! A little bit of play until we get to there, I guess. Doesn't that look just amazing, though, those proton streams? Ray, what are you doing?
Need some help here. Check your aim.
It's like some whack-a-mole ghosts going on.
You've got him on the ropes.
Get him into the trap. Slam him down. Gotta make those bills, am I right?
Run! Hey!
I also really like the dynamics of how the Ghostbusters are treated in this take on the world, like, or this world. I guess you could say world, just franchise-wise, because these are ones that are actually, like, you know, working for the city to a degree and everything. And, you know, it just seems like they've really progressed with the idea that ghosts are, like, a part of this world instead of being some kind of weird, you know, sort of, like, entity that pops up every so often. Ow! Come on, these guys are holding me... Ow! Holding me back from my main dreams of battling something a little bit more exciting.
Could be trouble up there.
How? Like, they're actually... Like, it's gonna be a little bit tough, this one. I gotta say, it's weird. In the excitement of the proton packs. Like, it'd be so cool to, like, dress up as, like, a Ghostbuster, too. Ow! What's going on here?
We've stirred up a hornet's nest, kid.
I think we've almost got these guys down.
Ow.
Yeah, slam them in there. Come on, get in there. Yeah, we've almost got this. Don't worry, guys. We're getting there.
Spectacular! I'm on your team.
Oh, are you? I thought we weren't supposed to cross the streams, guys.
On the right.
Seems like the old Ghostbusters don't know how to catch these things. Go in there.
I don't mean to alarm you, but we have lost sight of Stay Puft.
Strong signal.
There's no way off the roof that I know. Unless we go right through this thing. Do you hear that? Oh! It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man!
That's how you do it.
He's like such a cool villain. In Left 4 Dead, I have him as all my zombies, and it is the best.
Happy Thanksgiving.
There he goes.
That was it?
Big evil sailor all the way to the...
I remember it being a little bit more epic.
Not quite.
But see, the resolution detail,
Hey, Ray,
like, change in the visuals and the
the size of your
cinematics, a
finger.
bit disappointing.
Knocked you off the side of it.
But now we've got to defeat Stay Puft off the building.
All right there, Sunshine. Are you okay? You're all strapped in. We've got a good tight grip on your belt. Here he comes. The Big Daddy manifestation himself. A raging blob of densely packed marshmallow. Oh,
Am I supposed to hit him in the face, I think?
Give him full scream.
He's right, Rookie. Your health insurance doesn't begin for another 89 days.
Those minis. How many can he generate?
From 200,000 square feet of solid marshmallow? Probably 60.
He's getting pretty close. This is scary.
Boson darts should do the trick.
He's looking a little bit tired. I feel so bad. No, Stay Puft!
Upset
You could do it, man. You could beat the Ghostbusters. I believe. I believe in Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Do 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 do. This is such a cool game, seriously. Like, I hope I'm getting that across. It's a lot of fun. Like, I really do enjoy playing this. Down you go.
Your boson darts.
Oh, he's really getting knocked down there. He just wants to reach the top. It's like a King Kong situation. I feel so bad about this. You could do it, Stay Puft. I believe still. I've got him beat, I think.
Got him on the ropes, Lobster.
No, Stay Puft.
You killed my
Where was his
dessert.
hat?
Scoreboard reads Ghostbusters 2, Gozer the Gozerian 0.
He was
Looking
a
like
real
big
hero.
leaguer out there, champ.
Ray, Peter, we're in
A
position.
real
The
hero,
trap is set.
guys.
We're prepared to capture Stay Puft.
Stay Puft forever.
Where is he?
He's that white puddle you're driving through?